I know I do
Oh
hair,
my
but
God.
not that kind of hairstyles. When's Instagram live?
I think I'm live.
We're definitely live.
Yeah, I'm live.
And
Those
we
chips are all
are
in my teeth right now.
live on Instagram.
Live on
I
Instagram.
just slammed down a bag of chips before. I shouldn't have done that. All right, we'll let
Bring the
people
mic a
kind of
little
jump into the
closer.
live. Ladies and gentlemen, on my live, I'm here with Tiffany. Tiff, welcome. Finally in person.
I
again.
know. In
Podcast number
person.
2. But James, what are you looking for?
Bringing your mic up.
All right. I have to move it. Anyway, so Tiff just taught a class at the salon. She's coming back in July. But officially, we are taking on her line for the East Coast hub for Christian Michael just to distribute. So if you're a salon and you like are using a shitty hair brand, which is what this is about, this particular podcast, and you want somebody who has ethically sourced,
Yeah.
right? Thick tip to root. What'd you say in the class?
Root to tip.
Root to tip. But if you need hair today and
Yeah.
you live in the Tri-County area of New Jersey or by Florida, we're gonna have like same day shipping. You'll get it that day or next day, or even just come by the salon and pick it up.
Yeah.
We're gonna have that ability for you out of the warehouse salon.
Yeah.
So I know you told a story while we were in the salon earlier, but take us through like your background, like how this whole thing got started.
It's kind of crazy because how it all kind of started is I was working in this suite, dude, like right when suites were like hitting, right? Oh my, 7 years ago, it was like, it was wild in California. Everybody, I feel like, jumped ship into suites, before people kind of, went back into salons a little bit more. And so I was in a suite and dude, I was losing clients. Like, the thing where your client comes back to you and they've just had a bad experience over and over and over with like shit hair and you've installed it. And so I kept like having them look at me and I would
Oh, so you were losing clients because of the hair, not the suite.
No, dude, I was
Yeah.
losing clients because of the hair. Like I would go back to the company, they wouldn't give a shit about me, give me some runaround. They would want me, can you please, I swear to God, Nick,
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'm not kidding. This is what hair companies do. Can you please send me back the hair in a bag and we're going to test the hair and then we'll let you know what happens. Well, what is she supposed to do? So they wouldn't take my word for it. I was just like, dude, I just got so tired,
So the
so
hair you would just
sick.
put in someone's head and it would just be shit.
Yeah, it would be shit. And like, you don't know because the reality of it is like, unless you're well versed, unless you're someone like myself, which majority of stylists aren't, feeling, touching, breathing extensions all freaking day. Like, unless you're somebody like myself, you don't know. You feel it, you touch it, you're like, oh, this is fine. This
Yeah.
is fine. I can put my hands through it, like, no big deal. And so this is what I thought. I was like, okay, cool. Like, we'll just install, we'll try a new brand, we'll do this. And within a week, 2 weeks, 2 months, like that's really that 2 to 3 month mark was like that sweet spot where I would know, like, okay, this is bad. Like this is really bad. And I couldn't tell the client, like, no, you're nuts. There's a difference between a client screwing up their hair in Mexico with their boyfriend on a wild trip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And them being
Just
like,
regular life.
oh, dude, like it's a telltale sign when a client is coming in with half the amount of hair where it's shed out. Or number 2, they're sitting there telling you that they've brushed their hair 12 times today and it doesn't matter. It's matting. And the reality is that's not Remy hair.
What causes matting? Because this is an issue I don't know shit about
Okay.
extensions really,
Okay.
but,
I'll
like,
explain.
the cuticle in the wrong direction and like,
Okay.
what is it?
Exactly. So essentially what happens is the cuticle, you and I both know, should all run the same way. Now, if I take a piece of my hair and I install it this way, what's going to happen? It's going to mat up pieces of my hair. So what cheaper brands, less expensive hair will do is they'll take hair. It doesn't matter whether it's, sorry, I lost my train of thought there with the light. I was like, oh God, you got me right in the eyeball, James.
Warm it up a little bit too. There you go. Jesus, James.
Jeez, James. God.
Right.
Thanks, James. So essentially what they'll do is they'll take hair and they won't grade it. Okay. It's called grading. So there's multiple ways to grade, but they won't grade it. They'll remove the cuticle completely with a chemical, like just completely remove it, put a silicone on the outer layer and call it a day. Like literally, I
Yeah.
swear to God, that's how they do it. So you don't know unless you're someone like myself who eats, sleeps, breathes
Yeah.
it, you're not going to know that. And so essentially, I was getting hair like that. Okay. And so finally, I had this day where I looked at my assistant at the time and I was like, dude, I can't do it. I was having a really shitty day that day. I remember that day like it was yesterday. The client had walked out. There was nothing wrong with the install, nothing wrong with her color, but it was the second time she had had bad hair from me. And I truly had bought it from like legit companies, like big, strong based companies. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And I sat down in between clients and I was like, I'm gonna fucking source my own hair. And she was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I'm done. Like this is a problem. Like I'm sick of the problem." So I started on this venture, dude. Like, did I have any clue what I was getting myself into? Like,
Just do it.
no, dude. No, like not a clue what that year was going to be and like the amount of money. Like had no idea that it was going to cost me more than it did my house. Like didn't
Oh,
know,
without a
dude.
doubt.
Didn't had no clue. So found my manufacturer, ethically sourced. I was like, hell yeah.
How
I
did you find
was,
them?
dude, I found them through, honestly, through business contacts.
Okay.
Like every single, like going online, people love Alibaba. Like I didn't go to Alibaba. I didn't do any of that. Like that is so sketchy because what happens, a lot of stylists don't know this, is they will purchase from Alibaba. They will get like their top tier. They're trying to get you
Yeah.
their top tier. They'll wait 3 weeks for it. And then they gain trust. And then what do? They flip a switch. They're going to flip a switch. And now you're screwed. You're screwed as a stylist. I know this because I started there.
Yeah.
That's how I started the sourcing. And then slowly through business contacts, that's how I found my manufacturer. You know how I am, dude. Like you and I are so similar. Like our business contacts are strong.
Yeah.
Like I don't ever leave anybody, like any salon I've ever left on good terms, whether they were a piece of shit or not. Like I had strong business contacts and that's how I found my manufacturer, like through business contact business. Like it was like the 10th person that
Yeah.
could help me. And so I started sourcing through this little suite, okay, for myself. And I was like banging them out, dude. Boom, boom, boom. And I had assistants that were going into chairs. I extended out the suite, like knocked down a wall. At this point, we're like 5, 6 deep in this
That's
in
awesome.
this little like suite, right? So then I open up the salon and I'm like, dude, the salon's gonna be called Christian Michael Salon after my first son.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, we got to name the
It's
extensions.
really funny because
Okay.
when someone, because people call the salon and want to talk to Christian Michael.
Bring your mic to
Right?
your mouth.
People do that.
Yeah, people do that. People do that. So they do that. People call and they're like, well, I want to talk to Christian Michael. I'm like, bro, he's at school. Like he's busy. Like he's not talking to you.
He's 8.
He's 8. So at this point, I start to name it Christian Michael Hair Extensions. I'm like, let's go. Then local salons started to take note because our clients and stuff, like sometimes they would go get a blow dry at the blow dry bar or at their girlfriend or whatever. And they would be like, dude, what extensions is this? So then we started having stylists contact us and they were like, can we buy it? And I was like, literally just, I guess, like, I don't know. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. And so at this point, I'm like, okay, like, I guess,
Sure.
like, sure, I'd love to help you. Of course, I would love to help a stylist. So then what really happened, Nick, it was this one client. This is what changed it all. This one freaking client. She moved to Texas and she went out, into Texas. 2 months after she left, I got this random call and it was a stylist. And she's like, I'm so-and-so. I do so-and-so's hair. Your hair extensions are the best extensions I've ever felt. I've been doing extensions for 20 years. How do I get it? I cannot install anything else. Like it was the sweetest call. And she's like, can you send it to me? And I had the same moment. I was like, oh, fuck, I guess. Like, of course, like, sure, I'm going to help you out. Like, yeah, how much is, I'm like, I don't need, I'm trying to figure things out. So then it became this like, oh my God, I can help stylists. Holy shit. Oh my God, it's not just about me. It's not just about my salon.
It's way bigger than that.
It's about them. It's about them. Why? Because I'm a stylist myself. Because dude, I know. Because I grind it out every single day. Like I'm not going to give you shit. Why? Because I'm not going to give myself shit. Why am I going to do that? That doesn't make any sense.
100%.
So at that point, I went into the curriculum of education. And that was like the
Well, I think
funnest year of my life.
beyond the hair.
Dude, beyond the hair was like, I couldn't just be like, here's some hair. I had to be like, here's some hair. By the way, like, sorry, not to sound like a dick, but your education sucks. Let me help you.
Yeah.
Like, let me help
Because if you
you.
sell someone hair and it's a shitty install, they're gonna blame
Dude,
the
they're gonna
person, but they're
blame
blaming your
me.
hair too.
They're gonna blame the
Oh, that hair
hair.
extension line. I had it last time. I
Yes.
didn't like it. It fell out. It's shit hair. When
Yes.
it's not the case.
Yes. Yes. And it's not the case. And so then it came down to I really started connecting with the student, with the Cosmos student. And that's when my ties to Paul Mitchell got so strong. And I started doing their guest speaker positions. And I've been in there for, oh my gosh, 3 years now. And I teach all their Cosmos students. And now we're like their main,
That's awesome.
educator for extensions. And we started, online. I started working with you, and you changed my whole world. You know that. I feel like I can't butter you up too much. You might get, I gotta like bring it down a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. No, but it's true. Like, you changed my business drastically, and it's helped so many stylists. Like, I feel like the more I lead with helping the stylist, the more comes back. And that's
100%.
truly, like, honestly, that's where I thrive. Like, I've always thrived in education. Like, I barely fucking passed high school. Like, I truly
Yeah, me
mean
neither.
that, dude. Like, my mom was scared a couple weeks prior. Like, is she gonna walk? Like, we didn't even
Oh,
send
when
out.
she got
We
the
didn't even
mo-
tell friends.
My
We
mom
didn't even
got the
tell friends.
paperwork that I was walking. She signed that shit that day and put it back in the mail, like the cap and gown, whatever it was.
Like, they
Yeah.
might change their mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well, it came up
remember.
in my
Like, it was
finals
scary.
Senior year. I was
Yes.
the only senior in school a full day because I failed everything freshman year, sophomore year, summer school. I hated school.
I was the
Yeah.
worst. I was literally the worst. And I remember, like, my mom, I was so chatty, and I was so like friendly with people. Like, I just loved to hang out with people. I was always in trouble for being late. And my mom was like, "Why can't you get to class on time?" And I was like, "Dude, Mom, I just got friends. Like, I can't just like leave them there. I got to like hang out and chat, and like they need me." And I tell her now, I'm like, "Mom, I was prepping. Like, that was A+.
But the idea of school I think for an entrepreneur who's in, like, you're just in your DNA.
Yeah.
You're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And the idea of school, the way it's laid out, it's just
Yeah.
not for us.
No.
It just isn't.
No.
I love to learn,
I love to learn.
Right?
Shit that I want to learn.
but don't make me feel like a factory worker.
No.
8 a.m. punch a
No, I
clock,
can't do
recess.
it.
It just does not
No.
work for me.
No.
I don't think it works for really majority of the
I
people.
hated recess.
We just conform.
Yeah, I'm not. No.
yeah.
I don't
So-
like the scheduling. No.
School's just not
It
it.
was not for me.
And so the problem, I think a lot of people, they take that label that they were bad in school,
Yeah.
and then they can only do so much with their life because they didn't get good grades, and they wear that label into the rest of their life, and
Yeah.
they're never successful, and they never get a chance to scratch that itch of opening their own business because you think you're dumb
Yeah.
because you got a
But you're
fucking
not.
F in
Yeah.
some class with
Yeah.
a bullshit teacher who couldn't do shit with their life anyway, so they became a fucking
Yeah.
teacher.
Yeah.
And that irritates me so much
I
that
know.
people have that opinion of themselves based on a grade they got in 10th grade.
I know.
It's fucking
I know.
infuriating.
I know. I know. It's wild. So, like, essentially, that's kind of where it all came from. And I think the thing, and you didn't even ask me this, but it just popped in my head, so
Yeah.
I'm going to say it. I think the biggest thing that frustrates me is that big brands, okay, stylists buy from big brands because of the name.
Oh,
And
just
that's
labels,
truly
yeah.
it. They might not even be happy with it. Majority of them aren't. Believe it or not, they've had many bad experiences. Nobody cares. And it's all about, like, they're so scared to move. That's like a big thing. Like, you know what I
Well,
mean?
that's owners, right?
Yeah.
If you have a team member you want to get rid of,
Oh,
we're just
yeah.
talking about, like, I want to fuck it. This person's not a good fit. I want to let them go, but then they make money. But then you have this internal battle of, are
Yeah.
you failing them as a leader?
Yeah.
Or are they just a shitty team member?
Yeah.
And then if you're a stylist in a salon, you have that internal battle, like, I should leave.
Yeah.
Like, this is not going to support my vision on where I want
Right.
to go. Why am I still here at the salon?
Right.
And the same thing goes for anyone having a hair extension brand. I don't
Oh,
give
yeah.
a fuck if you're certified in Bellamy or whatever brand or
Right.
NB. I don't even know the names of them. They're all the initials.
It's okay. Yeah.
But I see, like, these people who I speak to, and they can't showcase their work on Instagram because there's like a non-disclosure agreement
Oh,
on their
no.
technique.
No.
And to me, like, I don't know I understand hair.
No,
right?
I don't
I'm
have that.
salons.
I don't
I
have
know
that.
you don't. And
Mhm.
one of my girls in the coaching program, she was saying to me, "Oh, I can't take that kind of content because of my NDA." I
No.
was like, what do you mean? What
No.
do you mean NDA? She's
How it
like,
is.
Oh no, because I'm certified in this particular way
Yeah.
of doing things. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
No, she is
No.
serious.
But then she was like, they did so much for me.
Oh,
I was like, wow, they really got you good, huh?
they got you
You paid
good.
X amount.
Yeah.
No, you're doing so much for them. You're
Yeah.
buying their product,
Yeah.
but you don't do it the exact way they told you. They gave you a couple tips here and there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't gatekeep. If
Yeah.
people literally take my program, who I coach on how to coach, and they're like, hey, can I use this lesson? Fucking take it.
Yeah.
Take my logo off and put yours on. I
Yeah.
don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So these brands that are out there today,
Yeah.
they have such a scarcity mindset that
I know.
they trap you.
Oh, I can't.
I'm telling you right now, you're not trapped. Make the content.
You're not
Do what
trapped.
you want to do. Get away from those brands. They're not there to support you. It's
Yeah.
no different than L'Oreal, Salon Centric, like blocking us from selling product online like a couple
I
years
know.
ago.
I
And
know.
now they're doing themselves, and now
I
they're
know.
selling on Amazon.
I know.
So it's the same shit you deal with in this
Yeah.
industry. It's
Yeah.
that gatekeeping, scarcity mindset that
It's
irritates me.
Yeah. You've
Yeah.
heard me, dude, like that scarcity mindset. Like I have this thing in the salon. If you call me as a style, oh God, I know some of them are watching me and
Yeah.
they know they're gonna be like, oh fuck, Tiff's given me that call before.
Yeah.
If you call me and you say, I'm just worried because I don't know if like the rotations, like, if somebody's following the rotation, I'm like, hold up. Your mindset sucks, bro. Like, we don't do that here. Like, you will not have a scarcity mindset because the moment you have that, that is all you will get. Like, that's it, dude.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
That's going on today too. Not to go
Yeah,
on a
yeah.
tangent. People talk about fucking tariffs.
Oh, I know. I
What
know.
like, I don't care who was the president. I don't care
Yeah.
what laws there are, what rules there are. There is a way around it, and the obstacle is the way. Every obstacle
Yeah.
creates an opportunity. And so if
Yeah.
you're going to let something define your business, like a law or a tariff or something, and they're put in place for a reason, and there's
Yeah.
somebody profiting from it.
Yeah.
So figure out how to profit from it.
Yeah.
But nothing defines the way my business is going to happen.
Yeah.
So when someone like that, I had that phone call before.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any new clients. Well, you fucking took
Well,
off
what do you
4 days in a
yeah,
row
like
to
what
go
are you
to
doing?
a goddamn concert and then down the shore, and then you had 3 bridal parties you had to go to. Like,
Yeah.
well, what do you mean? You skipped your own rotation.
Yes, you skipped
You
it.
don't want it. And let me see your Instagram. You posted March 2023 was your last post.
March
Yeah.
2023.
And then we what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
like you gotta like put
You
in.
gotta go get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you like you are in charge. That's it. Like at the end of the day, you're in charge. My business isn't going to flourish if I stop.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like I'm in charge. I'm running the ship.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I stop running the ship's going to sink, right? It's the
100%.
same way like if whatever I put my like heart into, and I've noticed this every single time, like building my clientele. I'll never forget it. I was like,
Where
this is
focus
it.
goes,
That's
energy
it.
flows.
Yes,
That's
dude,
it.
wherever it is, if I'm like, that's it. Like, I want to teach. Like, I want my classes to be full. Like, I want to pour into them. I want to teach them. This is what I'm going to do. Like, classes are full. That's it.
Teaching, I don't think people understand, like, because teaching and coaching and it has a bad stigma around it.
Really?
Yeah. Because everyone has a course now.
Oh,
Not
everyone does
everyone's
it.
a good,
Yeah.
it's like hair extensions too.
I know.
Like
I
everyone's a
know.
coach, everyone has a program.
I know.
And there's certain people out there who have shitty programs that charge 20 grand for the year,
I know.
and they're shit. And
Yeah.
like they're just hopping on that bandwagon now. It's like
Yeah.
everyone has a hair extension line now.
Oh, I know.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna start a hair brand. And you just don't have the heart or the passion behind really changing the industry. And people forget what it was like to be that person in the suite losing
Mhm.
clients because of the hair,
I know.
or what it's like to be a salon owner.
I know.
And some of these like and almost going bankrupt.
I know.
And like, fuck, I don't want anyone to feel that.
I don't want anyone to feel that.
No. So that's why
And
we're passionate about what we do.
yeah, it's so funny. Speaking of which, I don't know if this is bad to say, but I'm going to say it. Something that is happening is that everybody has a hair extension line right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody's got a hairline. Everybody owns XYZ, whatever. I have an opinion on it personally. I think that it's great, first off. I think if that's what you want to do, like, of course, like, I'm not one, again, if I had a scarcity mindset, I'd be like, no, like, no, it's
Yeah.
like, that's not what it's about. But I do think that you hit a certain level, and that's when we'll see where the rubber meets the road. And anybody who's owned knows what I'm talking about, where it becomes, okay, now
It gets hard.
now your whole everything you've ever owned is on the line.
Oh yeah.
You know? And so, you can hold up, like, I think having like a smaller line, and that's amazing and great, but it's like scaling out. That's when things, you kind of question and ask yourself, which I did too. I had that moment, like the day that Texas girl called me, I had that moment. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. Am I like really going to scale this? I don't know. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know if I'm going to scale it out. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I don't think I think it's great. Like, but also the smaller lines, like, the only thing is that I would tell them, if I could tell smaller lines anything, it would be to keep a good amount of money on the back end. And the reason why I say that is because you may trust your manufacturer now,
But they have you by the
but
balls.
dude, they have you by the balls. You don't know. Like, I've been through so much over that first year of manufacturing, especially through
There's so many
Alibaba.
similarities in this and the e-commerce.
I know.
business.
Isn't it wild?
Like a brand right away, be like, nope, don't want you selling online. Like Unilever,
Jeez.
scumbag. So if you're watching and you know someone from Unilever, they're a scumbag. Nutrafol, right?
Yeah.
We were selling Nutrafol, doing tremendous with them. We were out marketing them on Google. We were
Yeah.
you Google Nutrafol, our website came up, and then they pulled the plug on us.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
we were crushing it.
That's scarcity mindset. Instead of supporting you.
So if you're from
and taking-
Nutrafol, you can fuck yourself. But it's okay. We're gonna come up with a new product. But yeah, it's like these, but
Yes.
the factory now might see you doing well.
That's the thing.
and then
Yes.
either want to jack your price. They got you by
Yeah.
the ball. So it's the game of business is way
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
than the game of doing hair with clients. And
Yes.
so when you want to own a brand or you want to own a extension line, it's a whole different game.
Yeah.
Like when opening a salon,
Yeah.
it's a whole different game. Like you could be in a suite. Are we good, James?
All
Yeah.
I see is the mic flying
It's
around your
fine.
face.
Yeah, James is fixing my mic right here for a second.
Putting it 10 feet away from his face.
I know, it's just
Don't
say-
use that 'cause I'm too far away from the mic.
But anyway, yeah, it's
Move the mic
Listen.
to your face.
being an artist is one thing.
Yeah.
Extension artist.
Yeah.
You were an extension artist.
Yeah.
To make the transition to being an
Oh,
entrepreneur, wow,
dude.
that breaks so many people.
Mhm.
It does. And then now I don't want to digress too much because we went on a rant about Unilever, but
Yeah.
but these factories, like I'm sure you experienced the factory saying no or fucking with your price or just changing the hair.
Oh.
Just
okay.
your whole order comes in. Let me
Okay.
hear about that.
Here's my thought process.
Mhm.
Okay. If you are a small brand, like, I'm serious, like, please hear me when I say this. I've been in the game a good amount of
Yeah.
time. Like, dude, I mean, we're scaling right now. Okay. I am giving you the advice here. If you have not physically, even if it's on Zoom, okay, if you have not physically spoken to the head honcho in person of that factory more than once with a translator, if you don't speak the native language, you need
have
to
to.
reconsider.
Yeah.
You need to reconsider, because you're sitting there purchasing online. I know, through WhatsApp or what may have you, however you're speaking, okay?
Mhm.
And you are dropping money, hoping and praying. And here's the other kicker. You want to talk about tariffs? People, the only thing I would say
Yeah.
is that people do need to watch it. Okay. Because this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where we're going to find out who really
Yeah.
knows their manufacturer, because this is where shit's going to change. Because they know it.
Well,
They
China-
and they have
I
it.
think we just fucked around with China today too.
Yeah, I
Like,
know. I'm
another
like,
100
dude.
125.
Yeah,
But here's the deal. America,
it's all going to change, dude.
America is
It's all
the
gonna
biggest
change.
consumer
I
of
know.
products
Yeah.
in the world.
I know.
We have the
know.
world by the balls.
Mhm.
We do.
We do.
Everything's made in China.
It is true.
guess who
No, it
buys
is
it?
true. And I'm not
We
trying
do.
to be a dick, but it
Yeah.
is the truth.
So if
It is the
we
truth.
are the main consumers of everything
Yeah.
made in China and we stop buying shit from China,
Yeah.
what happens to our economy?
China's economy will collapse.
Just collapse.
Yeah, it'll collapse. So
So-
I know it. I'm not for me, like, I don't know. And maybe because you and I have such the same mindset, like
Yeah.
we're like so similar in that regard. But like for me, I'm not worried personally about me.
The
I
smaller brands.
I
can do
am
better.
worried about the small guy, like I'm going to be honest, like I am worried about the stylist who owns a small brand who's, manufacturing for their salon or manufacturing to provide to, some stylists because you're really like you're really gambling with it. Like and I know because I went through COVID with my
Can you
extension line.
send a factory money, right?
Yeah.
And then them turn around before they send it back to be like, oh no, price has changed, or once you send the money, it's locked in. Like how does
No, they can. They
Yeah?
can do that. Yeah, they can change the price on you. Absolutely. I've had that happen on Alibaba before, like way back in the day. Then they can do that. A lot of people don't know this. I will tell you this because again, like when I say like I do this shit, like I do. I mean, obviously, like at this
Of
point, I
course.
shouldn't be like no one should be chit chatting with me from fucking
Yeah.
Alibaba. Okay, like it's a little ridiculous. So in regards to hair extensions, it's just craziness for us.
Yeah.
That would just not be good. But how China works, and a lot of people don't know this, and I feel like this is really smart for people to know, is that China owns a piece of each business. Okay, they really do.
The country.
And yes, the country and each business, and they regulate heavily, which I'm not saying whether I agree or disagree. However, when you start working with an attorney, like for us, like an attorney that's an attorney in the United States and an attorney actually in China, you realize that you actually have power.
Does money go in escrow? Before you
No,
get there?
n-
No.
no,
So, okay.
no, we don't have to. So for us, the thing about it is like
International attorney.
international attorney.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you need to have an international. You need to have an international.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
fucking
you
great.
need to have an
Yeah.
international attorney.
Yeah.
So once you
And they're free,
scale
right?
up, they're so free. No, dude. You want to talk about an international attorney? Okay, we're talking $650 an hour, dude. Like it's nuts.
the
Like
low
when
end,
she
probably.
when she
Yeah.
when she told me that, I was like,
Let's make this quick.
let's make this quick, dude. Like, does this email costing me? Like, is your price like costing me right now? But she's important.
Yeah.
She's important because she knows the law of the land of both lands. And actually you have a lot of rights. However, if you can't afford an international attorney, you're and you're
ChatGPT.
you have ChatGPT, but at the end of the day, like you really need to know the law of the land. Like you really do, especially when you're doing negotiations, when you're doing different things. I mean, I've talked to
Yeah.
you so many times about different negotiations that I've done.
Yeah.
Like you've been on the end and the translators that I've worked with and like just different things. And I feel like if you are a smaller brand, even like myself, like we're a smaller brand that's scaling, 100%, if like I could tell anybody anything, it would be to put these items in place. And if you have not physically met with your manufacturer with a translator,
Have you flown out to China yet?
no. So I have not actually flown out to China. This has been something that we've talked about. I have people on the in.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not, I struggle with this. And I think I've told you this, that like, I want to go out there. I
Real
just,
quick, guys who are listening right now. She's also a mom.
I'm a mom
Yeah.
and that's what
and you have
I
an
can't.
8-year-old, right? And a 2-year-old?
And a 2-year-old. So during this time, when we really started like, going across this, different states, and now we're international. When we first started that, like I was pregnant. Like I was not flying to China
Yeah.
like during that time. And so it's really hard for me even, and this, like I plan my trips, like I get in, I stay a day and I get back to my kids,
Yeah.
like it's one boom, boom, boom,
It's
like
hard
back
be
to my
with your
kids. It's really hard. Like I love my kids more than anything on this entire planet. But I put everything in place and I follow like what the international attorney tells me to do, what the translator tells me to do. And I know my manufacturer. Like you need to know them. Like not just like, hey, we had a WhatsApp conversation 15 times. Like, no, dude, like that can change in a second. And you like that, because I know with the smaller orders, like those 10, 15, $20,000 orders that you're putting in, like you just don't know because I've been there and like I don't want to see somebody do that. Like please protect yourself. Like please find out who your manufacturer really is. Like you may be getting great hair for a year. Stylists I know are buying. It's like for a stylist who's working on their own, like they may be buying Alibaba and they've bought 5, 6, 7 times, and all of a sudden, boom, flip the switch. Like, dude, you're not getting your money back.
Oh, so they build up trust.
Yeah,
in you.
you build
They
up
did you a
trust.
huge
Yes,
order and then bam.
yes,
I gotcha.
yes, yes. And I know this because I put in larger. I mean, not large,
This is
but
like
like
selling
we're
drugs.
talking like 5 to 10. It's like selling drugs. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like a market, right? So it's like once you put in those 10, 5, 10, sometimes $15,000 orders, that's when you're really going to start to see things and really start to trust. And so you've got to like build that up, you know, and it's hard. So I would just say, like, to the stylist, really to the stylist, like, please protect yourself, because I know that like 1 or 2, maybe 3 orders could just really hit and hurt a stylist
What
because they
happens if
have
an
no
order
help.
doesn't come? Like you place
Do-
an order and it just gets lost.
Okay.
30 grand order.
Oh, a 30 grand order?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're putting in like 30 grand,
Yeah.
like that's, I mean, you're now doing different types of wire transfers.
Yeah.
Okay, you're wire transferring.
So escrow for that or
Everything.
no?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No, it
yet?
depends.
All
It
right.
depends. It depends. So you're wiring over, and you should definitely know your manufacturer by this time. Like, you should have a face-to-face meeting. Like,
Yeah.
there should be a lot going on in the back end. And then from there, they're going to give you a time of what manufacturing time is. Typically 4 to 8 weeks. It's typical, depending on what you're doing, depending on how fast your manufacturer is. But if you don't get that 30
Yeah.
grand order, that's when you need, that's
lawyer.
you have to get the
Yeah.
lawyer. Yeah, you have to get the international
All right,
lawyer
so
that you have.
This is like a dude question. Not a
Okay.
dude question. really.
Okay.
How is there so much fucking hair on the planet? Because there's so many extensions, and you just brought a ton of hair to stock us.
I know.
Like I have like half a country of hair right now in my salon, and I just know extensions are so like, how?
Mhm.
Like, where does the hair come from? How do you get so much
Okay.
hair?
Okay.
This is so wild to me.
Okay. So there's a few different things, and a lot of people don't know this about hair extensions. I think this is so interesting, and that's probably why I do this.
Yeah.
So I was just telling your girls this, which I think is really great. You're going to get in shrubs.
It's good, James. It's good. I put it right here. I'm telling you, it's good.
She's like, I'm telling you, I can't hear you.
That's good.
I love him when he comes in. It's great. It adds a little spice, a little pizzazz. Okay. So what I was just telling your girls is, so you have like European hair. Okay. Now I don't know if you heard this. You have European hair. Now I say that like this because a lot of what's being sold as such is being sold as European hair.
It's not though.
And dude, it's not. And you know me, I'm a psycho, and I put things under the microscope, and I do, like, it's just so ridiculous. I don't know why I'm like this. Okay.
But
Again,
you have to.
you have to. Like,
For the
I'm a
customer,
psychopath.
For the person,
For the
buying your
person
hair, yeah.
buying my hair, like, I need to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, I need to look at it, like, it's just so much shit that goes with it. So you have European hair. Now, European hair, when we think about European hair, just from a hairstylist perspective, right? It's going to be finer. It's not going to be like that, like coarser, like
Thicker hair
Indian,
strand, yeah.
thicker hair strand. Okay. So you're going to have a finer hair strand. Okay. Which means you're going to have to build up your weight. Okay. So I want everybody, like, especially hairdressers that are listening, when you think about European hair, when you think about finer hair and how much you're going to have to build up in that weight. Now, the reason why I like Malaysian hair, okay, is because I don't have to build up that weight. I can have solid, strong, really healthy, and obviously ethically sourced hair. And all I have to do is remove weight. I can remove weight. I don't want to be adding. Let's think about this. As hairstylists, let's really think about this. How much weight are you adding into that client's hair to get it to look thick? How much weight is on the scalp? Like, realistic, like, let's ask ourselves, okay? Because I know, like, I'm a stylist, like, I've done it before. I'm like, oh crap, I don't know. Let's hope for the best, you know? So for me, that's why I chose Malaysian hair. It's so strong. And really, where a lot of hair is coming from is obviously India, Malaysia, China.
How do you know is ethically sourced? Like what?
You know it's
Yeah.
ethically sourced based off of your manufacturer, and you
Okay.
really see it. You should know your manufacturer enough. Like, I am a psycho. Nick, you know this about me.
Yeah.
Okay. Like when I first started working with my manufacturer, I was such a psycho. I was like, I'm going to need I swear to God, I'm going to need a full tour of where like all of your employees have lunch. Like I need to see where they're working.
Oh, you mean
So
ethically-
yes.
Okay.
So it comes down to
Yeah.
manufacturing first.
Okay.
And then what you can do, then you start trusting your manufacturer. Then you can go into, okay, where
Where'd
is
you
the
get it
hair?
from?
Where,
I
yes.
gotcha, okay.
So you got to start there. They're not going to just turn around and be like, yes, it's ethically sourced. No, you need to start in the manufacturing. That's where you really need to start. Then you go down the line because your manufacturer is one person.
And they're FaceTiming you, showing you the break
Oh,
room?
hell yeah. Yes.
okay.
Yes. I'm like, see, they got all the things like Nick, I saw where they parked. Okay. Like I was psycho. I got, I'm like judging things. Okay. This
Was
is
it
important
little?
to me.
Like
No,
in
it's
China?
no, it's shut up. No, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. And so then you go down the line because you have to remember that your manufacturing is one thing, and then you have your sourcing, which is another thing. And sourcing, people sell hair. Like they sell their hair. And from there, you need to know
They just
who's
shave their
selling.
head and
Well, some of them do. So India, let's go to India.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to India. India, why there's so
James, if
much.
you guys got questions you want to ask
Oh,
Tiffany
yeah.
about hair, drop it in the chat. James will chime in.
Perfect. So when we go into like India, right, and we're talking about sourcing, what they do is they actually have a spiritual ritual. Okay, and I'm sure
Oh, really?
I don't know if you've seen this online.
No.
Yes. So they go to temple and they shave their head and they put it in a bag, and the temple makes money by selling the hair. A lot of people don't know this, and I'm shocked because to me, when you're like in it,
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, everybody
Everyone
knows that. Yeah, like it's like us hairdressers. Like, don't you know that you can't
It's
use
like
40
what happened
volume on
on
the
9/11.
scalp or whatever?
It's
Yeah, like
you don't know.
yeah, you don't know that. Like, what the hell? So to me, it's like normal, right? I like eat, sleep, breathe it, right? So that's what they do. And so from there, that's all virgin hair. Now that gets sourced out. So it gets sourced in levels. And so your really shitty hair, that's what they take and they remove that cuticle and they put that sealant on it. So yes, ethically sourced, yes. It's pretty easy to in
Yeah.
my opinion, it's pretty easy to know whether or
Okay.
not you're getting ethically sourced or not. It's a matter of, is it actually Remy?
How many people though donate their hair then?
Oh, hundreds of thousands.
Wow.
Think about how many people are in India. Think about how many people are in China.
That's wild.
I know.
How many are bald right now for the next?
No,
years?
there's a way you can actually, so it is kind of cool. Okay. Like, let's really think about it. Like someone like myself would be bald. Okay. I have 5 hairs on
So
my
if
head.
you have like hair down your waist, then
Yeah, we can back comb and then remove and then back comb and remove and then give you like a nice straight cut kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, there's totally ways that you can remove without being like, I'm going to shave your head.
How do you think South America
Okay.
can jump into the party with hair? Do you think because Asia, South America, very similar hair,
Yeah.
like that Native American-esque, like
Yeah.
those South American countries?
That's
There's
not the
enough
problem.
people.
No, that's not the problem. I think
Okay.
the problem is the fact that it has to be virgin.
Okay.
It has to be virgin. So that's like the only thought there, and how much the hair is going to go through to get to certain
From a
colors.
tariff standpoint, I'm asking too, because
I know.
but you said manufacturing. So then
It's-
after
yeah.
you get the hair from the temple
Mhm.
and they ship it to the
Mhm.
factory, then there's a whole process to that.
There's a whole process. Okay, so a lot of people don't know this, but the hair needs to go through a grading process. So from there,
Grading, I'm thinking A, B, C, like passes, fails, right? That's not what it is.
no.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna go through, and obviously the hair is gonna be all perfect. I'm not gonna go into all the details because a lot of it won't make sense unless I had the
shit.
things that I have. Yeah, hair shit here. So once we get it all nice and ready,
Yeah.
let's call it that.
Prepped.
Prepped. Then it's going to go through a process of cleaning. It's going to go through a process of color. Now, here's the crazy part. A lot of people don't know this. Your girls didn't know this either. So, fabric dye and regular dye. Okay. Majority of companies are using fabric dye. Okay. A lot
Not
of our,
like Shea DQ.
no,
It's
no.
straight up fabric dye, like what's on your shirt.
Yeah, it's straight up fabric dye. Okay. So that's why a lot of times stylists are like, oh my God, why is this happening? Oh my God, why is that happening? And so it's really important to know,
Like when you're
like,
trying to lighten your hair.
yeah, like truly, that would be the other thing I would tell smaller lines is like really know your line, like really know what's on it, you know, because you want to be able to help stylists, like because that does come back to us, you know.
Yeah.
So you're going to go through that, and then from there it's a matter of, are they doing it by hand? Like ours do it by hand, by color by hand, which is kind of nuts. So you should really know if the company that you're buying from is doing it by hand. For us, I like by hand because it's more realistic. It's so you're going to have different grades to
Yeah.
like how low, maybe, you know, different areas of your balayage or whatever, but the color is all the same. The color scheme is all the same, but it has its own feel and
It's more
vibe to
natural.
it. It's more natural.
Mhm.
So I like that. And it gives me more of an opportunity to control what's happening, especially from a stylist perspective. Like I'm not Joe Schmo. Like I do hair. So it's like, I'm going to be like, no. And I touch, feel, and see everything that comes through. Like my mom's become a professional now,
Yeah.
you know?
Tell me a story about a time you got shitty hair. Like you got a whole order and it was shit.
Okay. So
Knock on wood.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, with my manufacturer that I've been working with now for 6.5 years, I've never had
happened.
that.
It's
Not
awesome.
one time.
Yeah.
Not one time. But I
I'm gonna-
have.
oh,
Yes,
Yeah,
I
you've
have.
seen it.
Oh, hell. Are you kidding me? Yes. I've had hair from Alibaba never show up. $2,000 never show up. I'm not going to pay so and so $650 to go and be like, hey, can you track down my hair?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, like back when I was trying to find a manufacturer, I went through so much. I pulled, oh my God. Oh my
Yeah.
God, Nick. Holy shit. This one's good. I pull a bag of hair out.
What's going on? You?
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well,
So-
see you later. Okay. So I pull extensions out of a bag from Alibaba. Okay. And I'm like, you know, doing my whole search and thing. And this is like in the beginning before I had my manufacturer. I pull it out and it's a $400 bag of blonde extensions full of bugs. Swear to God. Dude, I can't make this shit up. Full of bugs. No, Nick, I'm
What did
dead
you do?
serious. They were
Sure.
dead. They were dead
Oh.
bugs. Oh my God. I shoved it in the bag as I'm yelling. "Ah!" I got, you know, there's
Yeah.
so much going on. My kid's like brand new. I'm like, oh, you know, whatever. And I'm like throwing it in the trash can before I can even get a picture of it to send it to them. And I'm like, never working with them again. $400 down the drain. Like, bye, see you later. Yeah.
And there's some
That
sick
was the
person
worst
out
one.
there that would install them on somebody.
Yeah, somebody would wash and I don't know. Oh my God. I had $1,000 order one time come in and it was not the color that, not even close, very thin at the bottom.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, let's talk about Sally's Beauty because you got a hairstylist out there right now. She's watching. She
Okay.
wants to grow her brand. She wants to get extensions, but she can't afford. Like in her mind, hair is hair. I'm gonna go to Sally's. I'm
Oh.
gonna buy the hair for $90 or whatever the
Oof.
price is,
Okay.
and that's what I'm gonna install my client. I'm gonna charge her $800.
Oh, you can't do
You know
that.
what I mean? Like, what is the difference between your hair and that hair in terms of, because the average person's like, hair is hair. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
some people just have
no.
that like
That
shampoo,
mindset.
shampoo,
Oh no.
you know?
Okay.
What is the difference? What makes your hair? I know we went to a little bit right now,
Mhm.
but like, what makes your hair so much better?
Okay. So chances are, actually, I know this.
Yeah.
You're not getting Remy. Okay. Like, let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
There's different ways to get around the word Remy, just so everybody
Yeah.
knows. Like, there's
And Remy is
cuticle all running the same way.
okay.
Okay. Double drawn. A lot of people can say that they're double drawn. Okay. Which is super thick, root to tip, but they're not. Everybody can do that. Sorry, I need a little sip.
I thought Remy was
Wet the
like
whistle.
where it was from. It's not. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no. So what I would say to them is, number one, I've never gotten anywhere in my business with shit ass integrity.
Mhm.
That's it. Like it starts there for me. Like I've always like, and I feel like I do that pretty well. Like on Instagram, like who you see is what you get. Like, dude,
Mhm.
this is how I look. This is how I show up. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to bullshit you. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
how I feel like people need to be, especially when it's
that's how
behind
I
the
am.
chair. So essentially what I'm saying with that is like, if you're going to lie to your client, okay, if you're going to lie to them, expect that that's probably going to bite you in the ass eventually. Okay. It's going to hurt your business. It's going to hurt your client. It's going to hurt their trust in you. It's going to hurt their trust in extensions, which maybe you don't care about, but it's going to hurt their trust in you. So at the end of the day, I would say to that stylist, like, what type of stylist do you want to be? What type of integrity do you want to have?
Yeah.
And how much trust do you want clients to have in you? Especially if you're ever trying to scale your business,
And
because
your- and
you
your hair
can't
will
do your
last
business
longer.
like that. Oh my God. The hair will last way longer. And at the end of the day, if a client, let's put it into perspective. Let's say she goes to Sally's and she buys it for $200 or whatever, and she installs it and she's honest about it and she's like, okay, up the price a little bit, maybe $350. Okay, fine. I can hang with that. That's fine. But remember that she's going to be paying the same amount of money at the end of the day anyway. It doesn't matter, because that $350 is going to happen again in 2-3 months. Then again in 2-3 months. So by that time, they're in the $1,300 range anyway. She might as well have had
Better hair.
It's going to be better for her hair anyway.
How can you help a stylist right now break the mindset of having that conversation with the client being, hey, this is better hair, and I know it's $1,300. Like, how do you help coach the newer stylist to have that hard conversation? Because it's difficult for someone actually,
Yeah.
because a lot of times stylists who don't have money, they charge with what's in their pocket, not what's in their client's pocket. And that
I
happens
know.
to a lot of stylists. They can't afford it right now because they're building up.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there's two things.
Okay.
I just went over this with the girls at my salon.
Okay.
I honestly, I school them the way you school me. Okay.
Stop being a little bitch.
Stop being a little bitch. No, truly, it comes down to your mindset in the beginning. Okay. In the beginning, number one, I feel like I'm going to repeat what you said to me, Nick. Like, I'm going to
Yeah.
repeat what you said to me. Damn
Say
it. Okay. So here's the deal. You're going to hit what's wrong from, I don't know who is calling me. You're going to
James, what's
hit,
your phone?
you're going to hit first off, like, truly what is the biggest thing with the client and what their hardship is.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe the client has had shitty hair. Maybe the client has had bad experiences. You're going to play in on that and explain to them why. And the reality is like, I have lived my behind the chair life. It's kind of funny now that we're talking about it. I've lived my entire behind the chair life of solving my clients' problems and being honest with them about it. Like, that's it. Like, I solve their problem. I'm honest with them about it. The price is the price. And if I think that it's not worth it, why the fuck do I think that my client's going to think it's worth it? So if the stylist
They have to believe in it,
doesn't
yeah.
believe that it's worth it, then please don't expect to be successful, because I don't want to buy from you. Like, if you don't believe that going to the gym every day is going to give you a better looking body, why am I going to hire you as my trainer? Like, no, legitimately. Like, let's think about it. Like, if I just had this conversation with the girls in the salon, okay? We were talking about product. I'm just going to be straight and tell you what happened. We were talking about product. And I was like, dude, like, no way. Why are our sales X amount of dollars? And now for me, you and I both know that salons, when it comes to products, like, we really bring in product because we love the stylists. Like, we're
Yeah.
not sitting there. People need to understand, like, we're not sitting there on the back end. And it's really the truth. Okay. So we believe, you and I, that the client needs to go home with product. Why? Because they just spent $500 on their hair. Why wouldn't they
Sure.
protect it? Right? It's like, why wouldn't you get an oil change, you dumbass? You have a BMW. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? So I literally said to them, if you don't think it's worth it, why the hell do you think your clients are going to think it's worth it? We sit there day in, day out at Christian Michael, clients walking in and out of that door every day, dropping $2,500 in extensions. Why they're not walking out with product or whatever, doesn't make sense to me. And it was true. It was like, every single business needs a mindset readjustment, and every single stylist needs including myself. So it's like, if you're a stylist sitting there thinking to yourself like, oh, it's too expensive, oh, this, that, and the other, why would anyone want to buy from you? No, like legit. Like, and I'm
would.
not trying to be a dick. Like, if
Your
you like,
energy will put off.
yeah, like why I'm not
make
trying to
it-
be an
yeah, make
asshole.
them
It's
not wanna
it's the
buy it.
truth. It's the truth. So it's like at the end of the day, if you don't believe it, why am I gonna believe it?
So this is the reason why they're buying a shitty brand to begin with
Yes,
that they don't even trust.
they don't even trust. More stylists don't trust their hair extension brand than actually trust their hair extension brand. More of them don't trust them, and they're staying with them because they're so scared to make a change.
I think it's convenience too. Right? They're
Absolutely
just convenient.
convenience.
They got the account. Set
Oh
up
yeah,
already.
they've got the account set up. They're
Right.
like, it's fine. Like, I'll just buy again.
Take
Their
us
clients
through
aren't
your
that
account system.
pissed. Oh, okay. So our account system, super easy. You go in, you get a pro account. I won't say what the percentage is off, okay? But a hefty stylist, we take care of them. Okay, let's put it that way. And you can go in and buy. And it's really easy. We love to do little perks.
Yeah.
You know, I love to do perks for the stylist. Like, I love to do different things. And the cool part is like we have a community. Like, dude, there's so much free education on the back end that we have. Like, you know how I feel about education.
Mhm.
I feel like that's a huge barrier between companies and stylists.
Yeah, but well,
They
all
don't
about the
care.
profit.
They're just all about the
They want
profit.
sales, profit.
No,
everyone,
like,
yeah.
our biggest thing is supporting the stylist through their career.
It's honestly like the original hair care brands that came out back in the
I know.
80s, you know, they used to have the in-house education. And
Remember
all of
that?
Yeah.
I
And then all
know.
of a sudden they just moved to Amazon. It was like, fuck it, we don't need salons anymore.
But they don't need us.
Yeah.
Like, they're just
And
like,
so like brands
we're
like
the
Bellamy
backbone.
and the,
Yeah.
the bigger brands out there. I don't even know the names of all of them.
Yeah.
But you could Google them.
yeah,
They just don't give a fuck anymore. I mean, they're just
Yeah.
so big.
I know.
So the
They
one
don't.
thing about being with a
It's
family-owned
yeah,
company
yeah.
is you could text Tiff or go on Instagram and
I
text her
know.
right now, and she's
I know.
going to be replying to you.
I'm gonna be like, hey, what's
You know?
up?
Hey, my hair it was all fucked up. Like,
Oh my god, I would lose my shit.
Yeah.
Which
She-
thank God I don't get those.
And
But yeah, I
immediately,
would be on it.
okay, not take a picture. We'll send it to you and test it. It's like, let me look at your order. Let me reship this out.
Oh,
We'll figure out
immediately.
the problem later,
Yeah.
and then we'll get to the bottom of it.
And then we'll get to the bottom of it. So it's like, you know, I've had multiple things with stylists. Like, dude, I just had one a couple weeks ago where a stylist, it was Sunday at 4:00, and she was like, my hair's shedding. And I'm like, oh my God. And I went immediately into our account. I mean, I don't know the stylist. She's just somebody that like orders from us. And I'm like, hold on. She has hand tied. She cut the hand tied weft. Because one thing we've never had is shedding. And I'm like, oh my God, what do? I call her. And I'm like, hi, yeah, this is Tiffany from Christian Michael Hair Extension. She's like, this is Tiffany? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, holy shit. And I'm like, yeah, it's me, dude. Like, I'm calling you. And I'm like, I saw your thing online. Like, what's going on? Like, I saw that you have hand-tied weft. You have this color, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I can't believe you're calling me. It's Sunday. And I'm like, hell yeah, I'm calling you. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? Like, I'm not going to sit here and let you figure out whatever.
Yeah.
And I go, by any chance, did you cut the hand-tied weft? And she goes, yeah, I did. And I'm like, oh, you can't do that. You can't cut hand-tied wefts because they're going to unravel. She's like, oh my God. And I'm like, no big deal. Call your client in, remove it out. This is how you're going to fix it. Like, I went in, gave her all the details. And it was just stuff like that where
She's
it's
a client
like,
for life.
she's a client
Yeah.
for life. Like, I feel like I know so much. Like, even when I was teaching your class, I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, did you do this? And they're like, oh shit, I did. It's like, I just see it because I think that's such the benefit of like us
Being in it.
Dude, I'm in it. Like, I'm in it heavy. Like, every single person from Christian Michael has a license.
Yeah.
They're in it.
That's why it's hard for me to kind of grasp like a salon coach that doesn't own a
Oh,
salon.
it's so weird. Like, what are you doing?
Like, you could grasp business, but you don't know the
No,
ins and
you don't know
outs,
the ins
like,
and outs. You don't know the
it's
nitty
like
gritty.
an
You don't know the
extension
grind.
line that doesn't really do hair in the salon anymore.
I know.
At a certain point, you can step out of it because you've been in it for so long. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need to do hair anymore to be able to teach you how to do a full highlight or how to handle.
Yeah.
cleaning. I put 20 plus, almost 30 years into it.
I know.
But owning a salon today, I wasn't an owner in the last 5 years, and I just owned a salon in like the 90s.
Yeah.
Fucking way different environment right now.
I
There's no
know.
suites, independent styles aren't like it's a different animal.
It
And
is.
so you still being in it and actually understanding how to install hair,
yeah.
having your teams in the salon go
Mhm.
through issues, and then so when you get a phone call, did you
That's
cut
it. Did you cut it? Like,
know,
I know
yeah.
right away. I'm like, oh, she cut for sure. She has hand-tied wefts in there. Like,
I knew
know.
that too from the class I just.
Oh
sat in.
yeah, from
Yeah,
me. You're
yeah.
like, oh, she cut the wefts. Yeah. It's like anything that's happening like that. You know, I have an understanding and a knowledge, and I'm like, oh my God, let's fix it right now. Let me help you. Like, I literally am like, you know how I am, dude. I'm like, let me send you this video. Like, I got a video for you.
Yeah, I'd love doing that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. I'm like, yeah, I have a free video. Like, of course I'll give it to you. Like, I don't care. I don't give a shit if it was of a video that somebody, you know, like that is a paid, like you've bought my extensions for however long, like you need help. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna send that shit to you. Like,
Yeah.
because you need help. Like, why would I don't know. Like, why am I gonna hold that from you?
I never do. I
It's
just
so
send it.
weird. I just send
learn.
it. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, it's great.
Reciprocity. It comes back.
Yeah,
It's
it
good
come
callback.
back to you. Comes
right,
back
Tiff.
to you.
So
Got a couple questions.
let's fire
Okay.
through James.
What do you think about Russian hair from Olivia James Hairdressing?
Hi, Olivia. Okay, so what do I think about Russian hair?
Mike,
I think okay, thank you.
first time you made
I-
a mistake.
What happened?
It's the first time you messed up.
I'm so,
Nick's
thank
been-
you, James.
Nick-
First time
Nick's
I
been
messed
off
up.
all day.
Yeah,
You've
I'm
been
solid.
Fantastic.
I think Russian hair is great. Again, we have to remember density. Okay. We got to remember density. And I'm going to say it like this, you guys. I'm going to say it like this. Russian hair. That's how I'm going to say it. Okay. Remember that.
It's just a name.
It's a name. And to guarantee that, there's just so much, you know, when you're in it. Okay. You
don't
guys,
believe anything.
holy shit.
If I
Here we
wasn't
go.
in Russia
Wait.
to see the
Yeah,
person,
yeah, I
get
know,
the
I know,
cur-
I know, I know,
I have to
I
see
know.
some-
I
yeah.
have to see some
I
shit.
gotta see it.
Okay, here, this is how I'm gonna, you know what? I have it. I have the perfect example for Olivia. Okay. You know how clients come in and they say, I want a balayage or I want a highlight, and then they show you something that looks nothing like that and they pretend like they know what they're
Mhm.
talking about. This is how I feel about hairstylists who talk about Russian hair. There we go. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Like, you have to know who your hair extension brand. There we go. You have to know who your hair extension brand is and really, really dive into it. Do I think it's great if it's really Russian? Yes. Do I think it's very, very, very few and far between and very hard to get? Yes. How do I know that? Because I'm in it. Just like Olivia's in it behind the chair. Do I believe that she knows how to do a partial highlight? Absolutely, I do. It's the same concept.
Yeah. James, next question.
Elevate Academy. Can you recommend a training and brand to learn hair extensions? I'm a stylist, but I also specialize in lash extensions. I would want a
got
healthy
it.
application to
So,
improve
Tiff,
healthy hair.
You have a whole from beginner to
Oh,
advanced
yeah.
training,
Yes.
digital, online, plus also you fly to salons too.
Yeah. We
so
fly to salons.
Take a look at her website and there's a tour.
Yeah.
She might be at a salon near you. Definitely attend it.
Yeah.
Like, just a wealth of knowledge she dumped on my team just now. And like, some of them are hard to please. Like, I got some of my girls are a real pain in the ass. I love all of them. But like,
I thought they were great.
no, it's just
But
like,
yeah, no, but I
like
know what
some
you
are
mean.
like, I
Yeah,
know
they
it.
are. No, they were
'cause
so great.
They've been through extension classes before. I brought people in here and it was just brutal.
They did tell me
Yeah,
that.
Yeah. And
They
so-
said I was the best class I've ever
Yeah,
had.
yeah, I know.
It was so
and I
nice.
knew you would. I was like, guys, because some of them were like, oh, I have to do something at this time. Like, no, you fucking don't. Listen,
I know they wanted to stay. They're like, oh my God. I'm like, it's
if you-
okay. I'll be back.
if you don't make it, then you won't work here. Plain and simple.
Yeah. So you can absolutely go to my website. Actually, you know what? Send me a DM and I'll get back to
Yeah.
you.
James, next question.
And that is all we got as far as questions right now.
It's funny, like when you talk about the Russian hair, it's like my client came in and she has like a short bob and she's older, but her daughter was saying balayage. She's like, I want balayage.
That's what I mean. Like, you don't even know
Right,
what it
like-
is. Like, what do you,
You want-
like, I don't mean to be a
why
dick,
do
but
want
like, you
ba-
don't,
I
why
can
do you want
paint- I can
balayage? You don't
paint,
even know what
but
that is.
Why? You want highlights. Like,
Yeah. You want highlights, dude. Like you just
Yeah.
asked me to make you blonde at the
people
scalp. You
love,
don't want
I think
balayage.
people like saying words. Like, people
Yeah.
like
People
to say
love
balayage.
balayage.
People like saying
People love Russian hair.
Russian hair.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's what I'm trying to get across is like, when you're thinking about behind the chair and how many clients you've had come in say to you, I just want balayage.
Yeah.
I just like, I saw so and so and
I
like
want
blah
honey
blah blah.
blonde.
I want honey blonde or whatever, and they give
But
you
I
that
don't
vibe
want
like
any
they know,
gold.
but no gold. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's the
Yeah.
same way that I feel about the words Russian hair. Like, I want to hear about what does Tiffany think about quality hair? I think it's hard to find.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think there's a lot of corners cut, but it's there. And you have
Yeah,
to
it's-
know
it's
who
a-
it is
it's
that
a
you're going to
tough industry.
trust.
Not looking at how everything has to start, like where it
Oh,
comes
yeah.
from to the factory to getting clean.
Dude, so many things.
Yeah.
So many things. They
and then it has to
can't
end up in
cut
your
it.
salon
And then it has to end up in your salon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the right stitching and the right thing.
Oh,
whatever.
dude, nuts.
Yeah, because it'd be great hair, but then they just jacked up
Oh,
the whole
God.
entire like.
Yes. Have you
mesh
seen these
process.
Genius wefts that are just shedding out?
No.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's
wild.
that the plastic. You got to, there's a whole thing. I could go on and on
All
about
right, ladies and gentlemen,
that.
Hold on. Elevate Academy has a follow up. Wants to know what your Instagram handle is, Tiffany.
Oh, my Instagram handle is at Tiffany LOE. Tiffany Lowe.
got it.
Yep, it's in the chat.
Tiff, it was fun. Thanks for coming out, training my team.
You're welcome.
And guys,
it was great.
if you want and you live in the area,
Yes.
stop by, feel the hair. I have plenty. I have plenty.
288
Yeah,
boxes.
yeah, we got plenty of hair here right now. And then next stop, if anyone's going to Premiere, by the way. you
Oh,
wanna
I'll
meet
be at
Tiffany, she'll
Premiere.
Premiere. So if you want to like, meet and
Yes.
greet, check out her hair, like in person, feel it. She'll
Yeah.
be there.
I'll be there.
And then yeah, just follow on Instagram, shoot her a DM. Her
Yeah.
hair is amazing. And that's it. Thanks, Tiff.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Nick.
See you guys later.
Yay, that was so awesome.